Yeah, I normally wear pumps.
Alright, that's hot.
Okay, hi everyone, my name is Dalila. And this is a piece, I actually have a few pieces wrapped into this one piece. So I did an open mic somewhere near home, which is DC, and I ended up cutting it up and making something new out of it. So this is called Woes, Follow Me. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no spark. Fuzzy Wuzzy swam with sharks. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy got no clue. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't you. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't a he, was she? You haunt this, now I know how to take it, passed around on empty, trying to remain clean and serene without pimp trays. You haunt this, and now you know how to break it all dolled up, so I don't look so broke with eyelashes longer than yours that I had to pay for. You haunt this, now I know how to rate it, fake it, flake it, being pushed through quality control conveyor belts to keep my waistline more pristine for your cause while I'm rising, while you're asking me to make full stops at signs ready to switch gender phenomenons, being seen as womanly all the time, presenting myself as my fortitude as I figure out how to boost my moods with an injection of clued mechanisms that keep me on my toes and in my own 5-finger toe shoes. With pink ribbons looking for support, giving more support to gender nondescript than me while getting harassed at night by men who might want to impregnate me. I can't call out, and then I can't call it forced, but they do have identities, and I don't seem to say unless I design a t-shirt at night, and it reads, please, I'm not your play. I'm pro-life in my real life, but also am pro-choice and prefer a holistic approach instead of waiting for all these events to occur. But don't get it twisted, because females are feeling behind the pack and want to also set us back to a time that never existed for me. And before I sleep, I scream for God to protect my heterosexuality. And I'm bald, without fuzzy locks, so you can't tell that I'm not made of rocks, so strong, so bold, so hard. Fuzzy Wuzzy was me. Wanting to be clear for my right eye, right side, right mind, so I can think for myself. So powdered sugar, flour, and baking powder is what I now prefer to get me on a sugar high, so I can be prepared for the emotional roller coaster that has me off kilter, showing all my business so that I can shout with no filter. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't popping bubbles, was he? Filled with fake protagonists, hoping one would be in actuality analyst, except all were spirituality. I had to go to God to speak to him directly and forgot all I've been told, and all I could ask was, why me? Do you really think I'm that strong or this weak? Because I can barely stand what's been placed before me. Is it my time to go and leave my home and go up top to the mountain where I could hear myself, but wasn't sure if I knew what I wanted to say? So much stuff on top of stuff. and challenged me to rise, hanging out in tunnels where trains and cars rattle my thoughts, challenging me to rise on the ground, elevated on the concrete, challenging me to see that I fear that I'm able, for more than I care, to push myself towards achieving and overcoming when it pertains to, as it pertains to feeling misused and over-exacerbated unnecessarily while dealing with my life normally, when nothing about my life is normalized by anyone except me, for everyone in the world to see, except my eyes, as I make and bake and hope for God's sake, wishing for a prayer to come to my headspace so that I may remember me from my childhood days into my adulthood, learning new ways, saying with different languages, becoming the barriers and values the same, at least for me, so that I might be mighty without the sword. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, cool the head, and just be momentarily. As I am here, I see trucks on the street and cars too, actually, and feel the sun on my face. I look in its direction and am influenced. The sun is in one place, yet it is a worldly reputation, and nobody questions its presence while one speaks to me in another understanding. I question what's being said when I want to wallow in my own head and can't tell where he's from or if I ever knew him, and shift my thoughts to worry, wondering if woes are sometimes like charms distracting me from my moving too fast. Fuzzy Wuzzy was the clue. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't you. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't a he, was she? As she ponders her place in her space as this bald-headed grace. My name is Dalila Brooks at Nowheres.space. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. I think I might be the last act, so please.